was only 29 or so years ago when Wrexham were in the Cup Winners' Cup taking on Manchester United, and for Weymouth to be playing a team of such calibre in the National League is a big thing for the football club. As we do wait for the Terrors to get us underway here in this first half at the Bob Lucas Stadium. Both teams desperate to get 3 points. Should be a fascinating evening of National League football at the Bob Lucas as Weymouth try to get on the front foot almost immediately. Heavy touch though by Al Hassini, and it's gone out for a throw in to the Terrors. A lot of talk about Weymouth's problems so far this season. And it seems to be a collective view. They need some sort of experience, an experienced centre-half ideally to deal with. There's a tussle in there, and I think Josh Leslie-Smith has got away with one there. A bit of a coming together with the two players. It looked as if Josh Leslie-Smith was just slightly the wrong side of Thomas and pulled him down, but the referee seemed to think that Thomas was the offender and gave a free kick to Weymouth. So Weymouth getting away with one there. As I was saying just before that incident, it looked as if the collective view amongst the supporters of Weymouth is they want some experience, possibly in midfield, certainly in defensive third of the field. Weymouth have looked at panic stations at the large majority of the season when balls have gone into their penalty area, and I'm sure that's something Brian Stock and Director of Football Paul Maitland will be keen to address as McCoy makes a break midway inside the Wrexham half and spreads it out to Harfield. Harfield's got some room at the edge of the box. He dinks it up. It's going to be a free header for Thompson, back across goal. Weymouth score! Fantastic work! A great ball in from Harfield. Thompson heads it across the 6-yard box. Unselfishly from Ben Thompson. The captain McCoy gets on, and Weymouth are off to a flying start. Weymouth 1, Wrexham 0. 3 minutes gone. Up in the air, challenge going on between Thomas and Brooks, which Thomas wins, headed by Jordan. McCarthy then heads clear. Came out to Jarrell, who hooks it back in towards the edge of the box, and then worked wide, and Jay Harris puts it into the box. It's beating everybody. Weymouth at panic stations in the area again. It comes back out, and there's a strike from distance from Jarrell, and it goes harmlessly wide. But again, there's more evidence of Weymouth not being confident when balls come into their penalty area. Back for the Terrors. Nobody left forward for Wrexham. Shields is going to be a right foot towards the penalty spot. It is across by the 6-yard box. It's a great header, and it's 2-0 Weymouth, and Jake McCarthy scores in successive home games, and the Terrors are in dreamland. 23 minutes gone. It's Weymouth 2, Wrexham 0. It's quite a high line from Wrexham. Jordan right-footed, long diagonal towards Thompson at the edge of the box. He rises well, managed to get a flick on, but it's going to be dealt with by Kelleher. And it comes back to McCarthy. McCarthy in towards the feet. Al Hassani did really well to recover that. Brooks in towards the feet of McCoy. McCoy turns and shoots from distance. He just never got the curl on it that was required. But Weymouth are hungry here. It's going to be Luke Young to deliver the free kick. Weymouth the high line just outside the D at the moment. McCarthy seems to be the one organising things for Weymouth. Here comes the kick into the box. It fell to Vassell, then to Pearson, blocked. Back to Vassell, blocked again. And Weymouth could potentially counter as Al Hassini skips away one challenge, then another, then finds McCoy. Shields has gone on ahead of him. And now here comes Sean Shields. Harfield doing his best to get around him. Shields, though, tried to play it first time to Al Hassini. Found its way back to Vassell and then Pearson inside the halfway line. And then again, Kelleher. Long diagonal from Kelleher, and that one is going to reach Record. Good ball, Record. He's being faced up by two Weymouth players, but he comes back towards Harris. He's got some room. He's going to try a shot from distance. Ooh, and that was unlucky. It's a shot from distance. He was aiming for that far post, and it just skidded off the surface and bent the wrong way from a Wrexham point of view. And he's given it to Record to have an uncontested drop ball to restart, which is bizarre because the ball had gone out of play before he stopped the game, so it should have been a Wrexham throw-in. Either way, Wrexham have the ball with Pearson, and then the referee decides he hasn't going to add anything more on, and there's the half-time whistle. And Davis is going to come on, I think. I'm just looking at the board, the numbers going up and up and up. I think it's going to be for Thomas. No, tell again, it's going to be for Record. Record is going to go off, Record. as Shamir Mullings is coming on for the Terrors. And we are underway in this second half. Wrexham will obviously look to try and get on the front foot as quickly as possible. Jarrell making a nuisance of himself. Here it comes. It does go in towards the near post. Bycroft gets out. Where's it going to bounce? It can bounce anywhere. Weymouth need to clear, and they do manage to get a double blocking with Brooks. It drops to the edge of the box, but the half volley was all wrong, and that's unlucky. But Weymouth again defending with a little bit of panic. Delivery from Harris up towards the edge of the box, headed down, and it's dropped, and that's a shot on the volley into the ground. It was a bit of a snapshot. Looks like it's Jarrell that's gone across to take this corner. Lots of people on the back, at the back of the penalty area, all lining up. Lots of players for both sides. Here comes the delivery. It's across the 6-yard box, up in the air. Where's it going to bounce? Oh, not to a Wrexham player. And Ngallo has to come and try and tidy up. Oh, and Ngallo may well have elbowed the Wrexham player in the mouth there. I saw his arm go up, and Jordan Ngallo, with the assistant referee and the referee looking at it, oh, he's got away with one there. Now it's time for the Wrexham substitutions, and it's going to be Thomas to make way for Adi Youssef. So it's Thomas that's gone off, and we'll just see who the next player to come off for Jarvis is. Fourth official just having a few troubles with the board by the looks of things. I will let you know in a second. It looks like it's going to be, the board's not ready, but it looks like it's going to be Elliot Jarrell to come off. It's Jordan Davis, the substitute, has come across to take this corner. It goes long towards the back post, headed back towards the 6-yard box. Weymouth do manage to clear their lines, and then convincingly clear their lines. They've looked more comfortable than in recent weeks, but they haven't looked overly comfortable with everything going into their box at the moment. Here comes another kick from Davis, deep towards the back post, over everybody off the bar, and it's headed towards the corner, and it's in the corner, and Halifax have got the goal back that they wanted, and Halifax, it was Vassell with the final touch, and Halifax have scored. Weymouth 2, Wrexham 1. I don't know, Halifax aren't playing, I got excited, Wrexham have scored. And Vassell, who I believe got the final touch of that finish, lays it out towards the left hand side, and there's a long ball forward into the box, and it's a good tackle at the end, but Weymouth can't clear their lines. Brooks plays it against Youssef and then manages to just about dispossess him, Kelvin Brooks. Youssef a bit casual there, but Brooks's clearance wasn't great, and now they have the ball again at the edge of the box, laid out towards the left-hand side, gets to the byline against Brooks, and Weymouth have time. They've got time, and there's no communication again from the back. You hear the fans getting annoyed. Jarvis comes forward again, and then gets the return ball. Ngallo doing battle. Weymouth, Miles Anderson, Brooks, nobody gets a defensive touch, and Jarvis still going, gets a shot away, and Weymouth have shot themselves in the foot. Persistent running from the Wrexham number 4. Weymouth failed to clear their lines. An absolute comedy of errors at the back. Weymouth have shot themselves in the foot, and the game's turned on its head. Weymouth 2, Wrexham 2. Said a few minutes ago before the goals, Weymouth will get deeper and deeper, and they're still looking deeper and deeper. Stock just below me is just putting his arm up in frustration. Out towards Hall Johnson. Hall Johnson takes it on his chest. He gets away from El Hosseini, and he's going to get to the byline as well. Can he get across it? He can, all the way across the 6-yard box. It's not dead yet, and there's a strike towards the far post, and he just gets it wrong. And Weymouth again are inviting pressure on their own goal. Given instructions to a teammate, he had his back to the ball, and Wrexham have got on with it quickly. Diagonal into the box, headed up in the air. Should be cleared by Mullings. He's hit the half clearance, and then a block, a desperate block from Miles Anderson. Mullings wins the header. Hall Johnson can't control it. Cook tries to step away. He's been fouled in the process, and I don't think there was anything in that one at all. Jay Harris then dived down at the feet of Mullins as Mullins stuck a leg out. If there was any contact there, it was minimal. That's right in front of me. I'm yards away from that. So again, Weymouth coming forward. They're trying to push Wrexham back. High line though from the Welshman. Harfield is stealing several yards. Unseen by the referee, but not by the assistant referee, forces him to move it back. Harfield there, left-footed. Up in the air towards the edge of the box, over the head of Mullins though. It's going to come back to Ngalo. Ngalo with a poor header, and that could potentially let Wrexham in, but Ngalo recovers well. He does really well, Jordan Ngalo, and he's actually got some room, and he finds Brooks on the right hand side. Can Weymouth create an opportunity to get back in this game? He pushes it right in towards the near post and Cody King. It comes back, and Ngalo takes a shot. There's feels a handball. It's come to El Hosseini. He does throw the shot. It hits a Wrexham player and out for a corner kick. Shields in towards the 6-yard box. Where's it going to drop? It bounces off a Weymouth player. I think it was Brooks in the end who got a touch. It may have been Cook, but either way it drops wide. They are literally midway inside their own half with this line at the moment. It's a good line though. It's hung up in the air. Wrexham do well to hold the line. Flicked on into the box to the substitute, and it did fall to the substitute Youssef, who gets a shot off, but he also makes contact with McCarthy. There is a bit of an urgency about Weymouth. Harfield, and off the ball there, another incident off the ball involving Luke Young and Shamir Mullins, and it's just about what the referees decided and the referee and the assistant have decided to do. The captain McCarthy, who's taken over since McCoy went off, has gone off to listen to the conversation. Mullins is now talking to the referee, and it's a straight red card for Shamir Mullins. A straight red card for Mullins, and Shamir Mullins is perplexed, to say the least. I didn't see the incident, I must admit. I didn't see the incident. I was watching the ball, I was watching Harfield try and put it back into play as Weymouth try to get back in this game. Shamir Mullins is absolutely furious as he takes the pitch, but for the second game in a row at the Bob Lucas Stadium, the second Tuesday night, Weymouth have been reduced to 10 men with a straight red card. The fans are furious that Shamir Mullins is doing himself no favours by having a go at the fourth official as he comes out. 5 minutes for either side to find a goal. Here comes Keller. Forward, up towards Youssef. Beaten in the air by Brooks, but it's helped on. Miles Anderson steps in and wins the header. Weymouth asking for a foul, not given. Wrexham still have it on the left-hand sdside. That's a very, very good deep ball into the box. And oh my goodness, he snuck in. Hall Johnson, the fullback at the wing-back rather, at the near back post. He got in behind Harfield and Miles Anderson. Wrexham breaking down the left-hand side at pace. Weymouth breaking next to get back, and it's a really loose ball, easily picked off by Corey Jordan, who's then left it short for McCarthy, who comes away from the ball. His touch though has taken him away from 2 Wrexham players. Jake McCarthy sprints it out towards Kelvin Brooks, who had stayed forward. He gets in towards the edge of the area, and the byline puts it across to Cody Cook. What a block! Handball there! There's a suspicion of handball against the Wrexham player, who, to be fair, was on the floor and had his back to the goal, and the ball clearly struck his hand, but he didn't know anything about it. Vassell lays it off towards the left-hand side. Wrexham, seconds remaining here at the Bob Lucas Stadium. He's trying to pick the right ball, and it's a poor one. McCarthy stabs it clear at the edge of the box. Shields is still down. He's just picking himself back to his feet, and he's limping back to defend. Out towards Hall Johnson. It's a really nice touch from Hall Johnson. He puts it across the 6-yard box. And Wrexham have won it in the last minute of extra time. It was Bycroft who was so good on Saturday. He lost the flight of the ball, and Hall Johnson dinks the goalkeeper, and Wrexham, who were 2-0 down at the break, lead 3-2 at the Bob Lucas Stadium. And I don't know, Al Hosseini is deep in the Wrexham half, and he's delaying the restart at the moment. And the whistle goes, and now I've got no idea how long's left. We've played 6 of 5 indicated, and that's how close Weymouth came to getting a point. The final whistle goes. You have to give credit, incidentally, you have to give credit to Wrexham, but until 25 minutes ago they weren't in the game. They were allowed back into the game with sloppy defending, and then the last goal, the last minute, they turned it on its head. But they never stopped playing, and they never stopped coming.
Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe as well so you don't miss out on any of our content, and click the bell to get notifications.